Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is Vishwesh, and if you are a short-heighted person or you have doubts or are skeptical if you can ride a Royal Enfield or if you can handle the weight of a Royal Enfield, then this video is for you. So make sure you watch this video all the way till the end. So without any further delay, let's start with this video. Alright guys, so every now and then I come across a lot of posts where people are saying that they're 5'4" or they're 5 feet tall or they're 5'6", 5'7", and they're skeptical or they're doubtful if they can handle the weight of a Royal Enfield, or if they should own a Royal Enfield, or if they can safely maneuver or handle a Royal Enfield. And all of these doubts are justified because indeed a Royal Enfield Classic 350 or a 500 is a heavy bike. It's a cruiser bike. It is on the higher side of the scale with 200 kilograms of curb weight. So let me answer this in a very simple manner. Yes, you can ride a Royal Enfield even if you're a 5 feet tall guy or a girl, but you have to make certain modifications, and when we talk about modifications or customizations, the internet is full of those. Some of them are really expensive, some of them are really odd, and the worst part is those Indian jugards out there, the famous ones, they actually ruin your bikes big time. So all is not lost. I have actually boiled down to two modifications which, if done properly by any mechanic out there or by you yourself also, will make a world of a difference in your motorcycle, and you can ride it much more safely and much more comfortably if your height is short. So guys, the first modification that we're going to be talking about is actually also the cheapest one and the easiest one, which is related to swapping the stock seat of the Classic 350 or the 500. Yes, the seat that Royal Enfield provides is one of the most comfortable seats that I've actually come across. It's very springy, it's very comfortable, it deals with all the bumps on and off the road very easily. But if you look at it closely, this thing is actually almost at parallel with the fuel tank, and this in turn gives the Classic 350 a ride height of 3.5 feet from the ground level. So to decrease that, we can actually use a custom made, those low bucket seats, or those low rider seats which you might have seen on the Harley Davidsons or even the Thunderbird X. So what we can do is we can ride a bit more inwards, a bit more inside to the main chassis or the main frame of the motorcycle by putting those seats, and hence we can decrease the height. So if you're a 5'6" or a 5'7" person and you swap this seat with something like those seats which are a bucket seat or a low rider seat, then it's gonna make a hell of a difference for you. So I have actually selected few of my favorites. Make sure you do check out those seats in the description below, because I'm gonna put those links over there. So that would cost you somewhere around 3,000 to 3,500 rupees. Not a big deal, but it is definitely going to make your ride a bit more comfortable and definitely a bit more safer. Alright guys, so the second modification that we're going to be talking about is related to the rear spoke rim of a Classic 350. What Royal Enfield uses at the back is actually an 18-inch spoke rim. The front one is 19, the rear one is actually 18 inches. So what we can do is we can swap it with a 15-inch spoke rim or a 15-inch alloy wheel. The reason why I'm going for a 15-inch, and this is actually a very big catch, is that a 15-inch spoke or a 15-inch alloy will support a 130/90/15 dimension tire. The stock tire is 110/90/18. The stock swing arm supports a tire to a maximum width of 130 mm. Anything broader than that will actually require you to change the swing arm as well as the stock chain sprocket. Now the problem over here is that if you go for anything broader, you will have to go, the expenses would be high. Firstly, that is one thing for sure. Secondly, the swing arm and the chain sprocket that you will be getting is not, you don't have a guarantee that it would be of high quality. It can be a substandard thing, and later on that can cause an accident or give you performance issues. So it's best that we stick with what the brand has actually given us out of the showroom. So 15-inch spoke rim or a 15-inch alloy wheel is going to do the job. It's going to decrease the height by 3 inches, and 3 inches is a huge gap for someone who's actually short-heighted, and that would actually be a big benefit. So 15-inch spoke rim or a 15-inch alloy wheel with a tube or a tube tire of 130/90/15 from MRF, CET or Michelin, whichever you prefer, is going to do the job easily. And the maximum cost that you can expect over here is around 7,500 to 8,000 rupees. So it's below 10,000. It's not big of a deal. So that's the second mod. So guys, as you just saw, the modifications are really very simple, and the best part is they don't cost a bomb. They are street legal, and they are not at all substandard. They keep the performance as it should be by the Royal Enfield Classic 350. And the best part is it can be done by anyone. It can be done by you as well, and no modifications as such are done that it will ruin the looks and the legacy and the classic retro look of a Royal Enfield. So make sure you do those modifications. Either one of those would be enough for you, or you can go for both of them. It depends upon your preferences and your height. So that brings me to the end of this video. Make sure you like, share and subscribe to the channel. And as for subscribing me, or as for following me on social media, you can follow me here, here and here. So till the next time, take care of yourself. See you next. Peace.